Hello everyone. So this is another haul video. I just wanted to show you some things that I have obtained in the last week or so. So we'll run through them pretty quick because I am actually due at work in 10 minutes. So I got some incense, and I'm pretty fussy when it comes to incense. There's only certain ones that I burn. I don't like the fruity, like strawberry, raspberry type scents. I'm sort of more into musky, oriental, I guess, type scents. But anyway, this is my absolute favourite of all time. I burn this every day, several times a day. Frankincense and myrrh, and I get this from the crystal shop because it's the best one that I have smelt. But the cheap shop have got a good range in, and I picked up a couple there. So I got sandalwood. I think these were a couple of bucks each, which was pretty good. And dragon's blood. I love dragon's blood, so I'll go back and get some more of this one this week. I haven't burnt this one yet, but I'm sure it will be fine. So I got some incense. I got some herbs. What will we start with first? So I got some lavender. I grow lavender in my garden. I've actually got 2 lavender beds, but I don't like harvesting like all of it. I like to leave a fair bit for the bees, and I use a fair bit of it as well. I have a bit of an indulgence with milk baths. I don't lie in a bath full of milk. I actually use milk powder, full fat milk powder. It's so lovely on your skin, and I throw in a couple of lavender sachets as well. So I do tend to use lavender a fair bit, and this was actually brought from my pussycat, a shop that sells like linen, and there's a crafty shop upstairs. It's called Spotlight, and this was for $3.99 or $4 for 50 grams, which is pretty good. I went back to get some more the other day, and they had actually sold out, so I'll just have to keep going back, and hopefully they'll get some more in. But I saw on an NZ website some cretin was selling 20 gram bags of lavender, which is less than half of this, for $12. That is absolutely daylight robbery. So I don't suppose they do much business, but yeah, so I got some lavender. I put an order in at Wickstead, which is really the only online store, pagan orientated, that I buy from. It's a New Zealand store, and I always try and support locally first. Everything's covered in dog here. I'm in my conservatory, which is where the dog spends most of his day. So I got some dragon's blood, and I use dragon's blood to add potency to spells, to blends, to incense, etc, etc. I actually got that out of Scott Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs book, and it's also on here as well. And I know quite a few people do it, so I try not to use too much because it's really expensive. This was $4.90 for 20 gram bags, and then I got 3, and this is the first time I have actually brought dragon's blood from Wickstead. I used to, I don't know if you'll be able to see the light, it's probably not really that good. I used to get it from another website, and I'll just show you the difference in size. This is what I normally get. You can see I normally get like I'm used to getting quite large chunks, and really reasonably priced, but that website's no longer going, which sucks. Never mind, it's still the same, it's still dragon's blood, but yeah, it's just so expensive. So anyway, I got 3 lots of that, and I got a couple of little bags of patchouli, which are 10 gram bags, and I think these were $3.90 a bag. So again, I don't use a lot of patchouli. I tend to only use what I can grow most in my garden, is really what I use the most. But I do like to use patchouli in earthy type spells or goddess work. But yeah, it's not cheap. Wish I could grow it in my garden, but don't have the right climate for it, unfortunately. And I got some more red sandalwood powder from the crystal shop because that's a good deal for $1. And I like to keep a good stock of sandalwood because I use a lot of it. So I got that. And as usual, we got some more candles, black candles, because I use a lot of them and they can be a little bit difficult to obtain. And some little black votives as well, which stink of musk, but must smell of musk, but everything is scented these days, and I hate scented candles unless they've been scented with essential oils. I don't like fragrance oils, but never mind. So I got that. I also got some of these little spice jars. These are brilliant for storing your incense blends in, and I like to store certain blends on my altar. So I got a few of these, so I just wanted to show you. I think these were like $1.99, so they were reasonably priced for here anyway. And this is what I use them for. This is my Seven Sisters incense. I might do a video on this because it's a lovely blend, and I'm quite proud of it. It's a wishing new beginnings type of incense, so I'll explain more in another video. But yeah, they're handy for storing in blends that are, you know, fairly small in volume. You don't want to go be, you know, putting your blends in great big huge jars. So I got those. I got a couple of stones, but I will save them till last. Oh, I got some hemp yarn for binding. What am I trying to say? Smudge bundles and sage sticks. I don't like using synthetic cord because it stinks when it burns. I like to use everything natural. I use hemp in the garden, and I have got hemp twine, but it's a little bit too thick. And I actually wanted a very dark purple, but they didn't have any. It's more of a lilac colour, but never mind. It's actually upside down. So it's 100% hemp, and it just smells like burning paper when it smells, so the herbs will actually overpower it. Whereas if you sometimes use synthetic, like if you use wool and it's acrylic, it stinks. So I don't like using those sorts of things. I got some little bottles. I actually got 2 lots of little bottles. These I got from a site called Arthur Homes, which sell all manner of glass bottles. They sell bottles for tinctures, like with the eyedropper on and the drippers on. These are the smallest that they do. These are 50 mils. I actually wanted about 20 mil bottles, but they don't make them that small, and they're so hard to get. I want them for oil blends. They're a little bit too big, but yeah, they'll work, I guess. But I would have preferred cork bottles, but the size that I want you just can't get here, and I'm not buying them online from overseas because it's just too expensive. And they have plastic lids, which kind of sucks a little bit. I could probably get corks though. I could probably get corks, but they have like the grooves for the screw top lids, which might look a bit odd. But anyway, they were pretty cheap. So I got 5 of those, and they'll work fine. I got some black tourmaline chips. I was running low. I buy these from a woman on Trade Me, and I just buy direct from her now. But yeah, I like to use these in oil blends. I love using black tourmaline and protection blends and things like that. So I got some of those. This is a 50 gram bag, and this was really cheap. So I got those. And where did I put... Oh, hang on. I got some pentacle charms. I like to use these in spell bags and witchy bottles and things like that. And these were pretty cheap. Obviously they're not real silver, they're just like silver toned. But you can get heaps of different ones, goddess ones and ankh ones, and yeah, so they are just little mini pentacle charms, and they're good to add into certain things. I've just seen a couple of freebies as well, which I don't know if you can see. There's oh, there you go, a peace sign and some stars, so that was nice. I got a new book, well, a new second-hand book. I collect old herb books. I love them. And this one has a ripped cover, but that's fine. I actually should sellotape that. But this is obviously herbs for Australia and New Zealand, and herbs that are commonly found here in out in nature as well. So that's really awesome for me, because there's no point in me taking like a herb book out that is for like America, because chances are we aren't going to have the same plants growing here. I would be more inclined to take one out for Britain, because a lot of our herbs came from Britain when we were colonised. But anyway, so this was really cheap, like $1. And it's hardcover. Love old books. Love old herby, cottagey books. Has recipes, has little crafty things, and medicinal uses, and a whole raft of things. So that's a nice little addition to my collection. And crystals. I got a green monkstone. Hopefully you can see the sparkle. This is quite rare, apparently, and it was also pretty expensive. I think this was $13, but I desperately wanted it. Isn't it gorgeous? So I have a blue one now, and I got green one, and I will probably get a gold one too. It's not natural, it's glass, but the properties for it metaphysically is that it takes on the energy of the user, so it can be used for a whole myriad of things. So I thought that was gorgeous. This is my absolute favourite at the moment. This is a Smokey Quartz, and it's called a Morian Smokey Quartz. As you can see, if my camera will focus. And I looked it up on the internet, and apparently Smokey Quartz that is very, very dark black is referred to as a Morian quartz. Isn't it lovely? Fits in the palm quite nice. I think I'm going to use this for meditation, and it carries all the same properties that, you know, Smokey Quartz carries. So it's good for banishing negativity, it's good for grounding, it's good for intuition, dreams, etc, etc. So I just think it's lovely. I wonder if I can get a better picture of it. Oh, it's so nice. I love flat stones too for some reason. But yeah, Morian Smokey Quartz. I love the name of it too. It's all witchy sounding. So that's it. Oh, I got a couple of these, and I wasn't going to show these, but I will. Lady Graves, one of my favourite YouTubers on here, well, Lady Grave Dancer. I call her Lady Grave, but she did a video on throat lozenges, her homemade throat lozenges, and she had these dinky little ice cube trays with like a rubber back that you can, so you can like squeeze them and get them out. They make perfect size lozenges. So I have to get me some of those. I have to get me some of those. And I couldn't find them anywhere. I was like, of course I'm not going to be able to get them over here. That's ridiculous. But the cheap shop had them, so I got 2 packs. Awesome! I'm going to make some mullein and thyme, or mullein and sage. I haven't quite decided yet. Throat drops. Oh, excuse me. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the near future. So yeah, that is my haul video, and I have hopefully today I'll get it done. I'm going to do a video on my protection. Get out of the bag, you silly cat. My protection oil blend that I make. I wasn't going to do it, but I've decided that I'll give it a go and share a bit more of my path on here, so keep an eye out for that, and I will catch you soon. Bye! Say bye, Sally! Bye! Oh, you're in a mood. Oh, you are.